So the gauntlet here is rival relationships. So who do you think is rival relationships in terms of their writing? And Bakugo and Deku is going to be the one we're comparing everybody to. So rival relationship, Bakugo and Deku edition.
Hey, Random, fix your face, Random. Fix your face.
He's already upset.
I'm already hating. I'm already
Here's
upset.
That relationship is weird. It's what Random, we talking about the writing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We're not talking about anything else. I'm just hating, bro. I'm hating.
Talk about writing.
Well, he's gonna hate this first one even more than Bakugo. First one is Yuno and Asta.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Bakugo and Deku.
Bakugo and bro, they clear. They
No,
clear.
they don't. That's just
All right,
All
They clear.
right, do you
there's no way you say they're rival players.
You care more about Yuno than the author does. Okay, you care more about Yuno.
I'm talking about their rivalry.
You care more about Yuno.
You think their rivalry? Okay. In all seriousness, you think their rivalry is as well written as Bakugo and Deku's?
Yes. What the rivalry means for Black Clover for sure. Yeah.
No, that's not what I asked you.
I'm
That's not what I asked you. I didn't say what it means for the story. I said, is it as well written? Meaning a lot for a story does not mean you're well written. That's not what that means. So is it as well written as Bakugo?
The impact of their rivalry on the story is
No.
Having high impact on something doesn't mean it's well written, bro. That's not no.
It's a part of writing. What,
bro?
Even you said, Riddell, though, that the Yuno aspect is lacking in terms of writing. Even you said that. So how is?
I never said that. I said
I
lacking.
wish J-Rob was
Hold on a second. I give you an example, right? Megami and his dynamic with Samiki, that has high impact on the story. Their dynamic, his sister.
Oh, her.
Yes, it has high impact on the story. Sukuna knew
not as much.
Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying. It has high impact on the story because they go into the Culling Games because of it, and because of their relationship and her getting reincarnated by another sorcerer is when Sukuna took the opportunity to take his body and kill Gojo with it. That has high impact. Definitely has a high impact. But I wouldn't say their dynamic is super well written because it's not a dynamic relationship. That's why I don't
think it's that impactful in terms of the totality of what JJK is, and then. Obviously, she doesn't provide anything.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But you saying that the presence is lacking. The presence isn't lacking with Deku and Bakugo.
But the point I'm making is I don't.
I'm just saying is lacks screen time. It doesn't mean what they provide in the story versus in comparison to each other and what Black Clover is still important.
I'm not arguing that their impact is equal to Asta and Yuno. What I'm arguing is that I'm just showing an example of a relationship having high impact and not being. That doesn't make it well written. That's the point. That's the only point I'm making. The point I'm making is
in general, yeah, I would agree.
So only thing that you have for them is that they have high impact. You have what other thing could you possibly have to compare the relationship to Bakugo and Deku's?
I'm not trying to make this a whole topic. Not gonna lie, but for my thing is I've said it before in terms of Yuno and what he provides, and obviously Asta provides the antithesis of that. How Asta inspires Yuno throughout the story.
Can I show y'all something real quick? Let me show y'all something. Hold on a second.
All right, let's see. And obviously what Yuno provides in terms of what he represents for the story, how inspiring each other and becoming better and in route to becoming the Wizard King.
This is every time they interact. This is Asta. This is Asta every time. He's just yo, this is Asta. I'm Asta. This is Yuno. He just carrying this boy up and down.
This is not true. This is just hate. We just hate,
bro.
These guys are Yuno haters. I swear.
I'm not a Yuno hater.
Nah, you better clip that. You better clip that.
Asta carries that relationship, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
Yes. Once again, my statement before we started talking said you care more about Yuno than the author does. Bro. You care more about Yuno than the author does.
There's no way you can see who Asta is and who Yuno is and say that Asta is just backpacking a relationship.
Yes,
Asta wouldn't even agree to that. Asta wouldn't even agree to that.
Wait, no.
He plays off of Asta. Asta does not play off of Yuno. Yuno plays off of Asta.
No. This is Rydell saying. Rydell is saying.
Oh my god, that is not true.
You see, I caught you, Rydell. You just said Asta wouldn't say that. Obviously, they equally motivate each other. What we're saying is we see how Asta receives that motivation more often than we So
I agree to that.
So when you say Asta wouldn't say that, because yes, Asta views as a heavy motivation in his life. Sure. What I'm saying is that we don't really get to see a deep dive into what that motivation does for just his everyday interactions, his missions, etc., etc. The way that we don't get to see that with we get to see the results of, oh yeah, Asta, we see the work he does, he promoted, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, got promoted too. Oh sure, for sure, that's what's up. We go back to we stick with Asta. That's what that looks like. A lot of the time it does. So the point, and so that backpack I'm showing you is him carrying. We get those little nuggets. Oh yeah, also elevated like you guys too. Okay, cool. Now Asta, go back to do what you was doing. That's a lot of their dynamic.
If you're talking pure screen time, then I'm willing to give you, because I've argued before. I've already said this before, that yes, Asta dwarfs Yuno in terms of screen time. But in terms of what their dynamic is, what their dynamic means for them, each other, and what their dynamic means for the story, no, I wouldn't.
To move on, Riddell, like my last thing for this topic is, I think another big difference between the two is that Yuno's personality compared to Yuno's personality like limits the amount of different interactions he can have with Asta compared to Deku and Bakugo's diverse personalities. If that makes sense. Like they have different types of interactions than Yuno and like I feel like a lot of Yuno and Asta's interactions are more like, oh, we're trying to motivate each other, but Bakugo and Deku, they have like, there are times where they're in strife with each other, or they're also motivating each other, or they're against each other. Like they have different dimensions of their relationship compared to Asta and Yuno.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that, because Yuno and Asta never hated each other, so they don't have that.
Yeah, so that's why I say, like, just in terms of different dimensions, I feel like Deku and Bakugo.
The thing about it is, even when they don't hate each other,
it's more diverse.
We still get diverse interactions, even when they don't hate each other. So that's it.
Yeah, it's more. It's some type of hate for the most part. Not gonna
lie. They don't hate each other anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
And so what I'm saying is, when they don't hate each other, you know what? We can move on.
Next rivalry.
Either hate each other, or don't hate each other. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if Tabata cannot fold. What's it? Next month? Next month. We'll see.
Jesus. It's been like 6 months, hasn't it?
Yeah, he said the chapter coming out next month. Bakugo and Deku, and Zoro and Sanji.
Bakugo and Deku.
Bakugo and Deku, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
I agree. I said I agree.
No. It wasn't. I was just thinking about Rondell. This is fine.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all hate Yuno.
I don't hate Yuno. I like Yuno.
We like him.
You don't like him more than the author. You know what this is, Random and Riddell? This is the Steve Smith argument from earlier today. Like, I like Steve Smith, but I'm not gonna say that he's better than what he is.
You don't like Steve. You don't like Yuno. Stop. I'm not trying to hear any Yuno positivity from any one of you,
bro.
Yo, Movie just wants to get.
We've all asked for more Yuno. Every single one of us has asked for more Yuno
too. I'm not trying to hear it.
Every single one of us has asked for more Yuno.
You don't like Yuno. You don't gotta lie to me. You don't gotta lie to me, bro. I am.
I have a question for you. How does it feel for Libe to come into the show and have a better dynamic with Asta than Yuno? He does.
What dynamic? What? The only dynamic is
brothers. They're basically brothers.
It's not. They are. They both have the same mom. I know it's the one that's not literally the mom, but that's like, if you have a step sibling.
What do you mean by dynamic? What do you mean better dynamic?
Bro, stop playing with me right now.
No, I don't understand what you mean.
What do you mean? What I mean, nigga, they're brothers, and how they explained it was well done.
Yes, it was.
So he gave us a lore of his mother, the underworld, how
he's just a better brother. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I just think that the way the relationship is written, I think is more compelling, easily. No. How Asta saved Asta. You know the funny thing about it is, Asta also saved him from that darkness, but we actually get to see him actively do it more often. That's the thing about it. We get Lord and his mother through their dynamic. We get Asta getting a power up through their dynamic. We get the Lord of the Devils through their dynamic. Like, bro, it's easily. I think the setup of their relationship, the foreshadowing of it, is a lot better. It literally gives Asta, like, him having anti-magic. All of that writing is in their dynamic. It is better than Asta and Yuno.
there's just so much gas there. Not gonna lie, there's just so much gas there. All the dynamic is like 2 chapters of backstory.
It's and if I oversimplify it, I would agree, but I'm not gonna oversimplify it. The dynamic starts at least when you. I think that's the good part of that about the way that Tabata wrote is that you look back at every instance of Asta's devil, like him using his devil powers, that plays it to their relationship because of what Liebe is trying to do, and also it plays it to the next arc of the Spade Kingdom. Like they have a whole do you not remember that sequence of Asta literally bringing Liebe out of darkness when they're fighting in the final battle? You don't remember that? That wasn't fire. That was a better.
Nah, he don't want it.
Dante fight. Which fight are you referring to?
The final fight, when they're fighting Luciferio.
Oh, when the True Devil Union gets activated?
Like their dynamics not 2 chapters. They consistently work together after they form the union.
Yo, no, I know that, but when you're talking about their relationships after, in terms of being a brother, I mean, yeah, we find that out in the 2 chapters. But other than that, I mean, yeah, they
have a dynamic moving forward, and it's more compelling.
The only reason why Liebe is interesting, it goes beyond Asta, is the fact that he has anti-magic. That is the most interesting part of who Liebe is, because Liebe.
That's the most interesting.
His
anti-magic is the most important ability in the Black Clover universe.
No,
you can't be serious right now. I think
the most interesting part is that who Liebe is the dynamic with Asta's mother. I think that's the most.
I feel like that's the most obvious thing,
right?
No.
It's not.
How Liebe created
connection with Asta.
Anti-magic is the only thing that does not make sense in the Black Clover universe. How he created this substance that defies the laws of the Black Clover universe is the most interesting part by far of Liebe. I don't know how you don't see the same thing.
But that's another.
But
you know what? That plays to his dynamic because that only works. That would work perfectly for a character like Asta, which plays to why that dynamic's well written. See, you see there. It's another reason why it's better than Asta and Yuno.
I mean, we don't even know how anti-magic works, but Asta, we don't know why Asta doesn't have magic either. So we don't even really know why they're their perfect match in the first place. So there's still things being solved there. I mean, inner demon main character situations, I'm not even totally against that concept because usually they're the closest people that's going to be next to the main character in general.
Yeah, I feel like that should be something that we talk about next show, like main character and inner demon relationship, like a tier list or whatever, like a ranking.
Or also another just a heartwarming scene that Asta and Liebe had is when Asta was basically when Asta finds about his mother and he was like, yo, I'm just happy to know my mom loved me. After Liebe talked to him, that bro, wish he got a heartwarming scene like that with Asta. He wishes, but he doesn't.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that. He does have that was a good heartwarming scene. Like I said, I've said this already. If Yuno doesn't get what I think he gets by the end of the series, then it's a wrap for a character to come full circle. But I still stand by everything that what Yuno represents in the story, what Yuno is shown in the story, and what Yuno is supposed to be for the story. So we'll see how everything kind of plays out.
All right, next rivalry. What's next?
I'm sorry, I gotta share one thing. Y'all, I bet you thought Yuno was gonna cook right here, didn't you? You thought he's gonna cook. you thought this was the chapter after he was gonna start cooking. I'm pretty sure you thought that. You definitely did.
Nah. Tabata pissed me off.
Hold on a second. Then guess what? Guess what? The next page, as they usually do, the very next page, we're focused on something more important. Anyways,
Tabata pissed me off with that, not gonna lie.
Damn,
but I mean, I think Tabata folded the entire final arc, so it is what it is. It's.
I really don't see a lot of problems.
Basically, Ty, Yuno has to save
there are so many bad things in the final arc.
I really want to dive in with it. I really want to dive in for the final arc with you sometime because I really don't see the faults. I really don't think the arc is that bad.
There are so many bad things in the final arc.
Yeah, so maybe
one
you're
of
seeing
the
something
worst
that I don't see.
I've seen, bro. Not gonna lie.
We should just let you lay it all out.
Yeah, because I'm really interested. I'm enjoying the final arc, so I'm wondering why you feel like it's so awful.
Oh, I've seen so many writing issues.
Maybe that's another thing for next episode.
Lonnie, maybe we've also kind of given up on because we know what it is at this point. So look, we're just riding with Asta.
No, I'm because I genuinely enjoy the final arc. So maybe like I have to reread it, or maybe Riddell sees some things so I'm really interested like next episode to see what he sees.
Wish he had a scene like this with Asta, bro. He wishes. He doesn't.
I'm trying to
he never will.
Levy didn't have that scene with Asta. He had his scene in his head.
You know his head.
I'm saying.
He
also wasn't right next to him sharing that tear. So
he wasn't. He's right there. He's right here.
No, you're talking about the scene where he was crying when it happened.
He's crying right there.
He's crying.
That's a different version of him. He's talking about the past.
Bro, it's all this. It's a sequence, Rodell. It's a damn sequence. See,
in that situation,
it's
referring back to the past.
No, you just got caught in 4K.
Bro, if someone imagines themselves crying in the past, that's different from their version now.
It is artistic. Oh, sorry, it's artistic symbolism, bro. He is showing them as younger versions and them growing up together. They're having a conversation.
I know. I'm just being literal, saying that he wasn't crying next to him when he was in the past.
But he was crying then.
Man, I hate you.
Okay, you can feel it now.
I hate you so much.
That emotional scene that Ty was referring to also wasn't right there. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
It is what it is. I can't let you.
It is what it is.
He just feels differently, Ty.
He
just sees it differently.
He just disagrees, Ty.
He just disagrees.
It is what it is.
I'll leave it alone.